What's going on? I almost said anglers there, but I guess we're White River Adventures now, so I guess I could still call you anglers. I used to say White River Anglers. I don't know, but anyway, hello there YouTube. How's it going? It has been a while since we have talked. There's been a lot of developments today, but we are going on a fishing trip, finally posting some more fishing content. It's all been car audio here lately, just because that's what I was into, and it's been really cold, so we are at a nice balmy 72 degrees today. We took the boat out just to dust it off and do a little bit of fishing the other day. Took it to a little local slough here that is not known for producing bass, I can tell you that. But we still managed to catch, I don't know, 6 or 7 little dinker fish. It was a lot of fun though. But today we are going to explore. That is the main goal of today, is to explore some new waters. So what we are doing is we are going to a WMA wildlife management area that is a beautiful little spot. I've always absolutely loved it down there. Absolutely have always wanted to go there. I've drove down to it a couple of times just to look at it before, and it's a very unique spot. It's one of the biggest WMAs in Arkansas. I think it's the second largest or something like that. But it's got a creek called Glaze Creek, and that goes into it, but it's like super flooded, woody looking area. And then it's got about 4 different little lakes that are old, like oxbow lakes from you know, the river. They've been cut off from the river. It's just a very unique spot. I've always wanted to get in there and bass fish it, or possibly bow fish it. That's kind of the point of going there today, is to check it out for some bow fishing. That's been the main reason that I've ever wanted to try it out. And so we're just gonna go put in the boat. We're gonna see what we can see. We're just gonna do a little bit of exploring. Not sure how many bass we'll catch. I know one of the lakes on it is known for producing pretty good bass and crappie. We may do a little crappie mission today. I've got the crappie rod in the boat, so I don't know. We may try that out. But mostly it's gonna be a bass fishing mission today and just an exploring mission. It has rained a lot, which is concerning because I do know this place muddies up. It was at the beginning of the week. We're on Saturday now, and it was at the beginning of the week that it rained. So I'm not really sure what it's going to look like. If it's just straight chocolate milk, I have a couple more places I want to check out that I've never been into. Because if the water is clear at all in this place that I want to go to, that's going to be the main spot for the day. There's several boat ramps. During duck season, they flood all of the woods and all the timber for the duck hunters. But this time of year, I'm not sure if they've drawn it back down. As a lot of people know, and a lot of people are, we've kind of been in a drought, so we haven't had a lot of water here lately. And so this rain that we just got is the biggest amount of water we've had in a long time. So I'm not really sure what the water levels are going to be. I'm not sure what the water clarity is going to be. I'm just not sure. So that's why we're going to explore and see what this place looks like and try to maybe figure it out. But anyway, I've got to stop by an auto parts store really quick because I changed out the hitch. I put a lift on my truck, changed out the hitch, and now the wires for the trailer lights are too short. So we are going to have to extend some wires really quickly, and then once we get those wires extended, we will be good to go as far as legality goes. I guess technically right now we're driving legally, but we're fixing to be at the auto parts store. So anyway, we're going to go pick up the little brother. We're going to go pick up Caleb today. He was in a very old video, one of the first videos on my channel actually. He was in one of those, so it'll be kind of cool to get him back going. I was gonna put a GoPro camera on him today too, but one of my other GoPros, I couldn't get the batteries to charge. It's been so long since I've used them. I guess the batteries all went dead, so I'll have to get some more batteries. But anyway, got the batteries charged up for my GoPro, and we will have it on and fishing. So anyway, we'll pick back up here in just a minute when Caleb gets back in the truck. Okay guys, we finally got the brother in the truck. It's been a lot, okay? We got the plug changed out. We finally got over to the brother's house. We are scouting for some bow fishing spots tonight too. So I really wanted the bows, forgot the bows, so we had to go back across town and get the bows. we got the vittles going. Yeah. So we are about 20 minutes or so from our boat ramp. So we are going to make this little journey, get out there, try to figure out where we're going to launch. We're going to make sure that the water is not just like straight chocolate milk.
We've had some rain lately.
We have had rain at the beginning of the week. So, yeah, we'll see you guys here in just a minute out on the water. Well, we're pulling into the WMA, and the creek that I was wanting to put into is not really particularly there right now. It is pretty low, so we couldn't even use the boat ramp. The boat ramp was completely out of the water, and it was just a really muddy bank. But normally, when I've been down here before, and I've never put in here, but I've been down here, it's usually pretty full, and at times it even runs over the road right here in a couple spots. We actually just went through a little concrete spot that they have where it can run over the road, but yeah, it's really low, so I'm kind of wondering what the lake is going to look like back here. I'm pretty sure all this water interconnects, and it looks murky, but fishable. Like, it doesn't look like straight chocolate milk, so we're going to get down to the lake and take a little look at the lake and see what it looks like. Alrighty guys, it's been a while since y'all have seen this angle. Probably a couple years, I don't know, 3 years since I made a fishing video, maybe more like 4. I really don't remember. With the stained water, you can still, I don't know if you can see that bait down there. I mean, that's a couple feet probably. You can see it anyway. If we can see it, they can see it. I'm gonna start with something bright and flashy, a spinnerbait. I did pretty good with the spinnerbait the other day. So we're gonna start with a spinnerbait and just see if they'll hit a spinnerbait. If they won't, I may go to and try some plastics and just see. I went with a chartreuse color, probably not the best visibility wise. As far as that goes, I forget to turn my body toward where I'm fishing. Can't see if I'm facing out the front of the boat. Probably not the best as far as visibility wise. Probably better to have a black one, but frankly I don't have a black one. We're in a lot of wind right now, so I'm going toward the end of the lake where the wind is kind of blowing right now. Like I said, I just don't know how many people, I don't know how much this gets pressured. I have no idea. This is the exact spinnerbait that I caught those 6 or 7 fish the other day in Ramsey Slough on. That was up in it. I did, caught 6 or 7 fish out of Ramsey Slough. All right guys, we've been at this for, I don't know what, 30 minutes or so, 45 minutes, and not getting much. We both tried spinner baits at first. We're flipping all these cypress trees. You can see how pretty it is up in here. I mean, it's gorgeous. It's pretty shallow though, is the main issue. And we got back there out of the wind, but really didn't catch anything. So now I'm just kind of tossing a crankbait around in between these trees and stuff, seeing if something wants to hit a crankbait. But I'm only going to be at this for another maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Because frankly, just with the water clarity, if they were biting, I would have a little bit more confidence to grind out 5 or 10 fish. But right now I just don't have much confidence in this. And also I just tied on a new crankbait brand I've never used before. I'm not going to say the brand, but I really don't like it. It has a horrible action to it, so I'm probably going to tie on another crankbait. I'm going to throw that for another, I don't know, like I said, maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Just with the wind too, the wind is rough. It's right in our faces and pushing me everywhere. And like I said, that's the reason I want to get way back there, is because we got out of the wind. I'm sure you're hearing a lot of it right now. But out here on the main lake, it's right in our faces, so. All right guys, as you can see, we got the boat pulled out. We're putting everything up. Got old Blue there. She's still alive and kicking. Boat's running good. The new trolling motor's running good. I wanted to go ahead and get a hand control for when we're bow fishing, because I don't mind bass fishing with one. So I got an 80-pound thrust Minn Kota Teryx, I think is what they're called. But boat's still looking good. She's really dirty right now, but I actually managed to find some of that foam decking for up here the other day to make it a little more comfortable when we're standing. And I'm gonna get some rubber mats from Home Depot and put it down on the bottom. And then I'm probably gonna deck that back there too. But anyway, so we got the boat out. We are going to leave this lake. No luck here. Like I said, my main thing was wanting to scout it today and just look at it for a bow fishing mission. I did see a lot of carp. We saw a lot of Asian carp jumping out in the middle. So they are here. So that is always a good thing. But we are going to pull out of here and go somewhere else. We don't know where yet, but we're going to decide as we're driving. So it's all in the same direction. So anyway, we will pick it up wherever we end up. I can tell you right now, it's hard to get good footage with GoPro bow fishing. I've watched too many bow fishing videos online that they don't look good. It's the reason I haven't made any bow fishing content. All right, guys, we are out here on a little lake. This used to be my grandfather's favorite lake to come to. And it's kind of funny story about this little lake. This is the best day bass fishing that I've ever had on this lake. And it was for about 20 minutes, a thunderstorm popped up. And when that thunderstorm popped up in the distance, the wind picked up, the bass turned on, and for about 20 or 30 minutes, all you could catch was 3 and 4 pound bass. There was no little fish biting, and it was constant. We did it on a tube bait, right up here on some tiles. I would have showed that to you, but I forgot to turn my camera on when we first got out here. But anyway, when that thunderstorm popped up, we caught, I don't know, probably 25 bass in 25-30 minutes. And then the sunshine came back out, it cleared back up, the wind quit, and the bass quit. But other than that day, this lake is just beautiful, as you can see. I mean, gorgeous, gorgeous lake, and pretty clear water compared to everything else we found. We've drove around and looked at about everything, and everything else is muddy, especially if it's connected to the river in any way. It's muddy. But I always loved the way this lake looked. And another quick story, I'd never fished a glide bait before. I'd never wanted to spend the money on a glide bait. So I bought this, like, I don't know, $20 glide bait online. Got it in and never fished it because it was like a 7-inch giant glide bait. And like I said, that was before I'd even seen anybody fish with a glide bait. And me and that guy back there come out here, and we had not caught a fish all day like normal for this lake. And I pulled it over the end of the log, and I was like, well, that's hung up. And sure enough, my rod bent over. It's like, yep, I'm hung. So anyway, I pulled on it one time to see if it would come off, and a 7-pounder comes up out of the water. So I ended up catching a 7-pound bass that day. And then very shortly, on my very next cast, had it wrapped around the end of the rod tip and broke it off, and it sunk. So that was the last I ever saw of that bait. In the middle of the lake, yeah. So, but normally we just don't catch a lot of fish here. There's big bass in here. I mean, there's 9-10 pounders that have been caught out of this lake before. So it makes it exciting when you come here knowing that there's giant fish here. But I think they get pressured a lot. And it's not just, it's not a huge body of water. It's not small, but it's not huge either. And I just think they get pressured a lot here, and that's why they're just tough. Guys, I didn't get it on video. I didn't get it on video, y'all. Oh, look at that fish. Look at that fish. Oh my God. Oh my God, what does that fish weigh? Is that a 10-pound fish?
I don't know.
Caleb, is that a 10-pound fish? Dude, I don't have scale here with me. Okay, video me. Guys, I didn't have my GoPro going. Look at that fish right there, baby. Look at that bass. It's every bit of 8 pounds. It may go 10, I don't know. I don't have a scale with me in the boat. Look at that fish, y'all. That might be the biggest fish of my life right there. Baby, this is what, and look what that does right there to you. That's a good bass right there. All right, guys. I wished I had a scale. Arkansas just started a share lunker program. I think it's 10. I'm going to be honest. I think it's 10. So I'm going to get it up out of the water one more time for the video and show it to you one more time. There you go, baby. Look at that bass. Is that not gorgeous? That's definitely my biggest. This was the biggest, bigger than the 8-pounder I caught. So we're gonna stop the video, get a couple pictures here real quick, and then we'll get back on here and release this bass. You ready?
Yep.
Here we go. We're gonna get the release on this guy, on this gal, I guess. I've had her kind of upside down and weird for a while, so I'm gonna let her really acclimate before I let her go. She came right off that top. I'm sure she Here she goes. Yeah, baby! Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Oh my gosh, dude. Holy. And there was something weird about that. It was like dead weight, but at the same time, it was like, did I feel that pull back? And then I felt woo, 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 woo. And that's what I told you, Caleb. Caleb, if this is a bass when I pull this up, get ready. Get ready, son. Because if this is a bass, it's a giant. Wow. Thank you, God. Thank you for letting me do stuff like that. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh my gosh. FaceTime Dad if you can.
What's your password?
I can't hold on to him. He's that damn heavy. I can't hold on to that fish. Boy, I'm talking about swallowed that damn bait. Don't flip, baby. I can't hold on to him no more. Golly, he evermore swallowed that bait.
Damn.
I thought I was hung up again, dog. And you know what? We talked about that. We talked about being hung up. And and so every time I've got hung up today, what I have done is,
Give it a couple extra.
oh yeah, I just pull.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden it like,
Just to be
did
sure.
that pull back? And that's why I told you, I was like, man, if this is a bass. I thought I had a log. I thought I had a log and I was pulling a log up through the water. I thought I was fixing to pull up a log and we were fixing to have a good laugh about having a log on the end of my bait, dude. Oh my gosh, that was giant, dude. Oh my gosh. I wasn't even on the top though. I was like 8 feet out here off of it. That's the reason I've been fishing so far away from the bank out here. I'm like, well, colder weather, wind, they're supposed to be deeper crankbait. Ladies and gentlemen, we're nearing the end of the lake. We got a little channel that goes up here to the left, and then it kind of log jams into a big tile, a big culvert where the water runs through. And so we're gonna fish around up here. Finally fish to the end of this thing. I kind of thought about turning the lights on, but I'm gonna be honest, it's pretty cool out here. Water is super clear up here, even after that rain. And there's one nice thing about this lake. And that looks like really tempting to go up in there, but don't do it. You could do it with maybe a kayak. Even then, I don't know that I would attempt it. Ladies and gents, he's done it. He has done it. He has caught an actual real bass. I didn't know it was possible, but it is possible. Congrats.
Look at that.
At least 1.5 pounds. At least.
10 more and I'll measure up to the one he caught.
Hey, good catch, man. Hey, that's better than nothing, right?
That is a lot better than nothing.
Oh, give me a little kiss. Oh yeah, get the release. I'll put this in slow-mo for you. Hold on. We'll do a slow-mo release.
Wait, I gotta really acclimate.
Oh yeah. You better acclimate that fish, cause.
You can go now. Go now.
Golly.
I've been fishing this swim wrong this whole time.
How'd you fish it?
Like a creature bait or something.
Oh yeah. Now imagine if I hook up on a 10-pounder back there. Oh, I don't know that I wouldn't just jump out. Just wade in to get it. Woo! Be a tough cold. It'd be a ride. The ride back would be what would be so tough. I was about to say, hello, McFly. Ooh. I'm not gonna say it was close. It wasn't like close. It was close enough.
It wasn't far.
No, it wasn't like far away, I would say. It was close enough as far as bow fishing goes, but it's also quite cool. It's like I was just telling my brother on there, as you know, I don't know if I'll keep that part in or not, but I'm sure gar and carp have patterns just like bass do as far as. Did you see one? Yeah. Okay. Well, he's seen a couple. Maybe they're just out maybe toward the main lake. We're way back up in here, but not really seeing the numbers right now to really be shooting. And we've maybe seen 1 or 2 carp take off. But I think the water's clear enough that we would see a few if they were really in here. But you know, I don't really remember from fishing here before of gar being a nuisance when you're bass fishing too much in this, like it is some of the places we fish. Usually if there's a bunch of gar in a hole, you'll really have problems with them when you go bass fish. And I just don't remember that in here. So we're gonna keep trolling out. We're gonna keep just kind of looking for some fish. And if I don't really see anything by the time we get back, I think we're gonna leave the bows in the truck and we'll just. Guys, this is going to be the outro video. This is a couple days later. I'm sitting here editing this. By the time we got off the water, we were both so tired. What a trip. I mean, to go all day without catching a single fish, and then that just be your one fish is just, wow. I mean, like I said, that's what that lake does to you, though. It is just an impossible lake. Everything else was muddy around there, and I told him, I was like, there's no even point. It was going to be like another hour and 10 minutes to go to the other place that I wanted to go check out that I'd never been in before, and we just didn't really have enough daylight. If that would have been muddy, then we'd have just kind of been sunk, you know, as far as fishing goes. So I told him, let's go try this lake. At least we might catch something, you know, and catch something we did. Like I said, just that particular lake, that's what it does. You may only catch 2-3 fish the whole time, but at any point, that's what makes it fun to fish it. You just know you can hook up on a big fish. Like I said, I wished I would have had a scale so we could put it in the Legacy Lunker program. I almost know that it would have went, but we were so far out there. I know it would have taken them a long time to get there. And I didn't even think about it later. There was a Walmart about 30 minutes away. I could have stayed there with the fish, and I could have went and had him get a scale. But at the same time, that was such a big fish in there. And I was really worried about holding that fish for that long without a live well. So I just didn't even try it. But I'm sure we'll be back there now. I'll have the itch to go back to that lake for sure. So thank you guys so much for watching this. Just an incredible memory. Just an incredible memory. This will become probably one of my favorite videos that I've filmed so far. So again, sorry for the 2 day later outro. But anyway, subscribe, like. We're going to do a lot more fishing. Like I said, we probably will do some bow fishing videos. I took some sample footage that I put in the end of that video. And the sample footage turned out pretty good, I think. So I think it's more than clear. I changed up the lenses on my GoPro. So I think it's going to be more than clear to make some videos bow fishing. So stay tuned, like, subscribe, and see you guys out on the water.